person is an expert on student stress and has developed a program called Stress Busters, which helps nearly 250,000 university students and staff.
So,
I think it will be interesting. But at the same time, almost everything according to these topics in the internet, for example, in Instagram or in TikTok, usually like how to say, fullness maybe, or not enough knowledge in these programs, like empty programs.
yeah, like something dull, because your stress and my stress are different.
Yes.
So. Can you listen to this part one of the interview and then answer the questions, please?
3.23 Interview with a stress management coach. Part 1. In your experience, what are the main causes of stress?
My clients and audiences tell me that their big stressors are too much to do, too little time, money stressors, commuting is a big stressor. I think that the opportunities to be stressed are everywhere.
Do you think life is more stressful now than it was, say, 20 years ago?
I think that today there are many more opportunities to be stressed. There are many more distractions, especially ones that are technology driven. And I'm a big fan of technology. We can use technology to help us reduce stress. But when you have emails coming in and text messages left and right and Twitter feeds and Facebook messages and TV and the kids and a job and maybe school, it really divides our attention and it produces a stress response that is often ongoing, continuous within us. And all of that stuff can take away the time to just relax, take a walk, not think about who's trying to communicate with us, and not needing to be on all of the time. So I think there are just more chances to be stressed today, and therefore we need to really pay more attention to reducing stress.
Can you tell us something about the effects of stress on the body and mind?
Stress impacts the body because it produces wear and tear. And when we are constantly stressed, our organs, our immune system become the punching bags of our stress response. Stress is really important, and in fact, it can be a lifesaver. But when it kicks into action all the time, it has a corrosive effect on us. So, for example, our immune systems are weakened when we are under a lot of stress, and especially for a long period of time. When our immune systems are weaker, it opens us up to be more susceptible to illnesses in the environment. Stress contributes to high blood pressure, which contributes to heart problems and stroke. Stress impacts our sleep. So when we get stressed during the day, it often makes it more difficult for us to fall asleep at night or to stay asleep or to have a quality night's sleep. And if we don't get a good night's sleep, then we are tired the next day, which makes us more stressed in many cases. So it becomes a stress, poor sleep cycle that is stressful and tiring. So these are all reasons to really pay attention to our stress levels and to take action to reduce the stress.
Okay.
So what did you understand? Can you summarize that point?
So he told everything about stress. Why should we try to get rid of stress, how it causes on our body, why is it important, how was, for example, 20 years ago. That's all.
So he said a lot of things. So what causes, what results, drawbacks about stress? One by one.
Okay, so stress influenced on our immune system and on our organism and type of life, on everything. The little amount of stress can impact goodly, but as we live in 21st century and we have a lot of technological like television, TV, child's parents, a lot of stuff we need, which need to be done. We stressed a lot, so our immune system, like a victim of this situation, and can false sometimes.
Okay. So how we reduce the stress according to your own opinion?
Can you repeat, please?
How to reduce the stress in your own opinion? Is there a method, a way? What's your approach?
So he said only about sleeping enough, but I think that you just need to do simple things such as eating enough, eat good food, not fast food or something like this. Try to sleep in normals. For example, it's from 6 to 8 hours or 7 to 8 hours per day. As well as you have to have physical activities like sport or fitness or something like this. You need to not pay attention only on only one things. For example, only on your work, because your mind need to be focused on other things, and while it can pay attention on other things, it's released from your work, for example. And maybe some vitamins, something like this.
Why not? So, second part, please listen to this podcast and then choose true or false.
3.24 Interview with a stress management coach. Part 2. How can you help people deal with stress, and how long does it take to find a solution?
The great thing about stress management is that it's like a salad bar. There are 30 different choices on a salad bar, and some of us like most of the things that are offered, but some of us don't like everything. But we get to choose what works for us and what we enjoy. Same thing with stress management. There are more than 30 different ways you can manage stress. There are probably 30 million and counting. And we should pick the techniques, many of them easy and simple and fun, that we like. And therefore we'll be more likely to use them on an ongoing basis. So stress management can take as little as 10 seconds. You can look at a beautiful picture that you took on your last vacation. You can put it on your computer screen, you can put it next to your bed, you can put it on your desk. And just focusing on that photo of the ocean or a mountain or a beach can alleviate stressed feelings immediately. We can do 1-minute breathing exercises. We can exercise. We can take a 10-minute walk around the block. We can meditate each day. So there are many different ways to prevent and reduce the stress that we're experiencing. The key is to do it on a regular basis.
Are the solutions to stress physical, mental, or both?
Stress management involves both the mind and the body. They make great partners when we're trying to feel better and to cut down on the stress that we're experiencing. I once worked in a school where a student identified his stressor as riding on the subway. He felt very stressed going to school every day and very stressed when it was time to go home because the subway made him feel very closed in and like he wanted to escape. He couldn't stand the crowds. And then we opened up to the rest of the group and we asked them for different ways that this student might think about this stressor and different ways that he might act to try and reduce it. And the group came up with all sorts of great possibilities, including that he ride in a different car, in the first car or the last car, because it's often less crowded compared to the center car, which is where he always used to ride. And he liked that idea, and I heard from the principal of the school a few weeks later that he in fact had started riding in the first car, and for the first time in his subway taking life, he didn't feel stressed, he didn't feel anxious because the car was less crowded and he felt so much better. And you might think, well, that's such an easy answer. Why didn't he think of that himself? The truth is, and I think we all identify with this, we get into very fixed ways, habits almost, of thinking and acting because we deal with our stressors and have dealt with them in similar ways for a long, long time. So we lose the perspective. We don't take as much time to think about how we could deal with our stressors in different ways. So this is an example of how the mind and body and actions and thoughts can work together to really make a big difference in the way we feel.
Okay. So I have a few questions about this exercise. For number 2, about a minute or less. Firstly, he said about 10 seconds. But after this, he said that sometimes you can go out for a walk for 10 minutes or just relax, meditate, and usually it takes more than a minute.
So, what is the second one?
False, maybe?
I think false.
False. For number 5, the student's classmate suggested that he should travel at a different time of day. Something was, but it wasn't clear. Maybe, could you please?
I think this is false as well.
The solution to the student's problem was difficult for him to see his problem. This is true.
Agree with you. So, what did you understand mainly?
Mainly that there are different times or different ways for dealing with stress. You can do everything you like, and you shouldn't do everything you don't. For example, you can choose a few types of technique, at least of 30,000, I think, or something like this, and use only those which you like, and try to make them as a habit, as well as so actually this is not information from the text. This is my thoughts that about the situation with the boy. You should correctly identify things from which you feel stress in trying to work with them.
Perfect. So. Part 3, please. Stress management program. Listen and answer the questions, please.
3.25. Interview with a stress management coach. Part 3. Are some age groups more susceptible to stress than others?
Stress is a very democratic occurrence. So older people are stressed, college students are stressed, babies get stressed, 30-somethings get stressed, men are stressed, women are stressed. So it's hard to say if one group is more stressed than another.
What makes students stressed? How does stress affect their lives or their studies? And what are the most stressful times in a typical student's life?
College and being a student can be really fun and exciting and rewarding. There are also a lot of stressors associated with it. There's the studying, there's the pressure to do well on exams so that you can get a better job and perhaps make more money. You are in a different environment that doesn't have the same support that you used to have, especially if you were back home. There is the social stress of needing to meet new people. And also for a lot of young people, especially those in their teens and 20s, we see a lot of mental health issues arise, and there's a greater need to get help for them while in school. But if you're not with your usual support network, it's even more challenging sometimes to do so. Stress makes it difficult to study, to focus, to concentrate. When you're sitting down to take an exam and you studied really hard for the exam, and then all of a sudden you're having trouble remembering what you studied, stress can play a big role in making it more difficult for us to recall information. If you're doing a presentation, public speaking, that can be very stressful for a lot of students as well as professionals. In fact, still, public speaking is feared more than death by most people. Then there's the financial stress of being in school. Not only not having a lot of money to spend on things that you want to do, fun activities, but what awaits you when you graduate, which for many students is a lot of financial stress and loans to repay. So being a student, great fun, and also can provide a lot of great stress.
You set up Stress Busters as an anti-stress program for students. Can you tell us something about it and how it works?
We train teams of students to provide 5-minute free back rubs at events all over campus all year long. And people on campus come to the events, and not only do they get an amazing stress-relieving back rub, but they also learn about other stress reduction and wellness resources on campus that we train our students to provide. And we have seen incredible reductions in feelings of stress, tension, anxiety, lowering of feelings of being overwhelmed from before someone has the Stress Busters experience to after. We also find students telling us that they're better able to cope with their stressors, and they're better able to complete the tasks that they have at hand after they have one of our Stress Busters experiences.
So, finished?
Yes.
Listening to you?
Oh,
Listening to you?
okay. So for number one, at what age do people tend to be more stressed? So it's hard to highlight appropriate group of people which stress a lot. I think it contains each person living in the world. For number two, what main reason does Jordan Friedman give for students stress? This is new community, exams, new type of life. Of course, being a student is fun, he said, but there are a lot of stress because of your future plans, your real life, and so on. How does stress affect memory? How might this affect students? So he said that stress affects on memory, on a lot of mind.
Stress affects memory, mind.
On everything. And about memory, he said you can forget something on your exam. Also, he said interesting fact that some people are more afraid being deaf than, or no, some people are more afraid
Some people are more afraid of
how to say, participate in big conversations.
Afraid of participation or participating in big or serious conversations.
Yes, then he's or she's her own death. What two things does the Stress Buster program give students? Actually, I didn't catch it clearly, but firstly, I think that this is about time they provide to students to adapt for surroundings. Second, I didn't understand, but it said something about complete the task or something like this.
Task completion, adapting to the surrounding,
yes.
Coping with stress management. And next one.
What feedback has students given about Stress Buster? Is it said in the audio?
Yes.
Yes. At the end? I missed it. But I think that only good feedback.
Okay. What is this feedback?
I said I missed it. I didn't catch it.
If you want, you can listen to last 30 seconds.
Okay.
Some things get stressed with it. There's the study, public speaking.
I can't record it because I have on the first line on the first
okay.
part.
It's too narrow. No worries. Just they were given about their progress management, if I remember correctly, and what results they received, if I remember correctly.
I think they should say about their emotions to answer this question, but about results, they said about the stress released or that it helps them, something like this.
As well, we can say. So. Do students in your country suffer from similar stress?
Yes, but I think not only students, but everyone. Because while I was a school student, I thought that I'm in a big stress because of exams, graduation in the future, and so I need to choose university. While being student at university, I thought about my future life, about work, about exams, and other stuff about money. Being a worker, I think about future, about family, about money, and a lot of stuff, but
But you can easily do it, we say. So what we have next? Let's start. Can you complete these sentences, please, with the compound nouns?
Okay, I think it can be hard. When you have males coming in and left and right, Should I complete it using
Audio.
appropriate forms? Or, for
If
example,
you
I can
know-
say text messages. Or
Yes.
something.
If you know, you can complete. If you don't know, you need to listen
I
to the
can't hear you.
podcast. If you know, you need to complete it yourself. If you don't know, you need to listen to the podcast.
Again,
Let's start first one.
when you have mails coming in and I would say text messages, that's that right?
Text messages.
What's wrong?
Message is already written.
I shouldn't write it on the text. Okay. Stress is really important, and in fact, it can be a lifesaver.
Lifesaver.
Your stress contributes to high blood pressure,
Yeah.
which contributes to health problems.
Heart problems.
Heart. Yes, heart. So these are all reasons to really pay attention to your stress levels and to take action to reduce the stress level.
Correct.
Yes,
Stress levels.
Boy, stress. The great thing about stress is that it's like a salad bar. Stress, technique or stress management.
Management will be better.
Management. What's here? We can do 1 minute exercise. We can exercise. We can take it. Breathing. Stress is a very democratic occurrence. So older people are stressed.
Do you have an idea?
I don't know.
College.
On this one? No.
College.
College. There is a greater need to get help for than while in school, but if you are not with your usual network, it's even more challenging sometimes to do. Support.
Support network. Challenging sometimes to do so. So. Listen to these 5 people again and then answer the question.
3.27. 1.
Simon.
Are you currently more stressed at work or at home?
I'm more stressed at home at the moment because my wife has just had, we've just had twin girls, 8 months old or 8.5 months old now. So it's far more stressful being at home than being at work. I found work easy compared to being at home at the moment.
When things are stressful, what do you do to try to de-stress?
I put my earphones on and listen to music and just to drown out the sound of the babies.
2.
Stephanie.
Are
Are you currently more stressed at work or at home?
Okay, definitely at work. Why? Because I work for myself. I'm self-employed, and I'm working for. I'm a consultant for restaurant groups, and at the moment, London is booming with new restaurants. So for the past 3 years, I've been kind of non-stop, really.
When things are stressful, what do you do to try to de-stress?
Okay. I have a couple of holidays a year. I disappear off to Wales. So the weekend after next, I'm going to disappear for a couple of weeks. I'm currently looking for a place to buy out there. Ultimately, I will disappear for good. But I like my holidays, and I also like to go out eating and then spend some time with friends.
3.
Jim.
Are you currently more stressed at work or at home?
Well, I work at home. I'm a self-employed writer, and I experience very little stress except in those rare periods when I'm up against a deadline. So I have no commute. My commute is walking from one room to the other, and I have a cozy little office, and I'm very happy and unstressed in work, which I think is very unlike most New Yorkers. So I'm very fortunate.
When things are stressful, what do you do to try to de-stress?
I de-stress by sitting down and breathing calmly and thinking about nothing, or sometimes thinking about the cosmos and thinking about the illusory nature of time, and that usually works. But as I say, I experience very low levels of stress because I actually spend a lot of time thinking about cosmological matters, and that has a very calming effect, I think, and I commend it to my fellow New Yorkers.
4.
Mafanwi. Are you currently more stressed at work or at home?
I don't think I'm very stressed in either place, but I am giving a lecture on Tuesday, and so that's stressing me out a bit.
When things are stressful, what do you do to try to de-stress?
To de-stress, I like to eat really good food and to watch TV.
.27. 1.
Simon.
Are you currently more stressed at work or at home?
I'm more stressed. I'm more stressed at.
And I have a cozy little office, and I'm very happy and unstressed in work, which I think is very unlike most New Yorkers. So I'm very fortunate.
When things are stressful, what do you do to try to de-stress?
I de-stress by sitting down and breathing calmly and thinking about nothing, or sometimes thinking about the cosmos and thinking about the illusory nature of time, and that usually works. But as I say, I experience very low levels of stress because I actually spend a lot of time thinking about cosmological matters, and that has a very calming effect, I think, and I commend it to my fellow New Yorkers.
So answering on this question, who do you think is the least stressed? Why? About least stress, I would say this is Sean, because he started class like usual atmosphere, work atmosphere. About the most stressed person, it's hard to compare about Simon and Stephanie, because Simon's stress is more about home. Usually home, this is a place where you can relax, but as I understood, he has baby, small baby, and which cry a lot, and
Who cries a lot?
After hard working day, you can't relax. About Stephanie, he's a self-employed person, so this provides a lot of responsibilities, and this is hard.
Okay, next one.
About Jim, this type of person is really interesting to me because he lives and he works from his home, and as I understood, he lives alone. so he can just walk around on his flat from room to room. And I think this is hard, but this is type of life which he choose. And if this is okay for him, why not? He said that this is not so bad. He deal with it. Maybe for ordinary person it will be hard, but as I understood, this is pretty good for him.
Okay.
And for my family, she said a lot about stress, and she said that she stressed. She getting stressed at home and at work as well. But as I understood, she stressed about she experienced stress at work while she's because of she's a lecturer, she's a teacher at university, and she has work only on Tuesday or Thursday.
Okay, and then last one, Sean.
About last one, I already said that he's the least stressed person because his work looks like ordinary work. A lot of communication, a lot of people who waiting for your work done.
And that's all?
That's all. That's all.
Okay. So can you complete them now with their names?
Oh my goodness. So, focused on a certain part of their body. This is Sean. Talks out a particular sound. This is first one. I don't remember his name. Has a favorite meal. This is about woman. I don't.
My family, I guess.
My family.
If I remember correctly, this girl says something like this.
Goes on holidays, stay, and tries not to think about anything. This is J. That's all.
So, second part, please. Can you complete these colloquial English phrases?
Oh, no, I need to remember all of them.
Let's listen.
To just the sound of babies. To just listen. No.
Let's listen.
No,
I said just listen to the podcast. To just drown out, it can be. Answer is correct. Just drown with O. Yep.
For the past 3 years, I have been kind of stress-free, really.
Non-stop, really.
I experience very little stress except those rare periods when I am out of a deadline.
Up against a deadline.
Up against. I'm giving a lecture on Tuesday, and so that's on my mind.
No. So that is stressing me out a bit.
every half an hour. Just if I concentrate and relax. Or so. No.
Yep, or so. So, are you currently more stressed at work or school or at home? Why not?
Currently, I'm stressed. I don't stress. I feel myself relaxed.
Okay.
How stressful do you find the following? Why? Buying clothes, driving, exams, traveling. For buying clothes, this is stressful activity, especially for Libra. For driving part, this is stressful because you don't know what will really do another driver, and in my country, sometimes it's hard to predict because almost all of them came from villages. About exams, especially for me, for example, if I have a few days before the exams, I try to do it my best, and I usually tell to myself that that's not a day when I should feel stressed. But when I'm on the exam, I tell myself that you should be stressed before. Now you are in an exam. So for traveling, this is not so stressful activity. But it depends on your
mood, your character, personality.
Yes. If you feel stressed when you get home in the traveling, what's the first thing you do to unwind? So I think the first thing you just need to wash up your face, your hands, and maybe, I don't know, have dinner, and everything is good. Do you ever have backups or messages when you feel stressed? Do they help you? No, I don't have.
Okay, next one.
Where would you go for the weekend if you wanted to get away from it all? Why? So now I try to find, I don't know how to say it in English, it's like a banya, hammam, something like this. I think that it can help to release stress, to relax. This is interesting. Also some, it's like piece of Christmas tree.
What did you do with it?
Lemons, oranges inside of. This is good. A recent survey found that Nigeria was the most stressful country in the world to live in, and Norway at least.
Nigeria, I guess.
Nigeria?
Both of them can be correct.
Interesting. Where do you think your country would come? Why? In the middle. Closer to most stressful country because prices usually goes up, raised a lot, and all about political situation is not good, as well as we have a lot of problems with nationalities, unfortunately. Actually, no one in the world likes Russian and
not Russian, Russia. They are different.
Like I don't know why. Maybe because of war, but in Kazakhstan there will be different situation. I was born in Kazakhstan, so this is my motherland. But at the same time, I feel that this is not.
You feel like Chuchuch refugee?
Huh?
You feel like Chuchuch refugee here?
Yes, because of some historical moments, Kazakhstan was not occupied by Russia when it was USSR.
It's a
Actually,
union.
Kazakhstan helped Russia to help, but that Russia should help to Kazakhstan in this
Vice
order.
versa.
Yes, and now Kazakh people don't like this. They want to provide their nationality. They want to feel free. They, how to say?
Freedom.
I forgot the word. Just a moment.
Independency.
Just a moment. Independence. They want to provide their independence. That is why they don't like Russian, because Russians built a lot in Kazakhstan, a lot manufacturers, everything, I would say, almost. A lot of cities they built, but they don't like it.
Interesting.
And this is strange, and this is strange for me. For now, a lot of Kazakh people don't speak in Russian, despite of we live in Kazakhstan. But we have two languages. One of them is national languages, which is Kazakh, and another one, which is Russian. This is language for communication.
Okay.
It's on government level.
Okay, so what we have next? First, let's finish this part, and then I think we have business. We can jump. Ready?
Can you repeat, please?
Are you ready?
Yes.
So, power. What? How can you describe power?
What happened for what?
How can you describe power in businesses? Corporate. Corporate power.
In business?
Corporate power, what is this? It's not so difficult.
What is it?
Oh, you're thinking.
So.
I'm not talking about Aristotle or Socrates.
So power is in business. This is how you can overcome some problems, maybe. How you can solve them, what you can do.
Resistancy, power.
Yes.
So what can be the power source for any kind of company?
Knowledge, firstly, experience, some humans, type of humans character, like leadership, communication as well. Non-corruption company. There are a lot of stuff.
Okay, so the other parts will be your homework. This, it goes like this. So, please do it after the lesson. Till here, do you have questions?
No.
Okay, so thank you for today. Take care of yourself. See you in the next lessons. Bye-bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.